Hi class, this is now chapter 6, Modern Dance, and this will be quiz 3, information for quiz number 3. And again, it's only one chapter, just like quiz 2 was ballet. It starts on page 75, and there's two primary forms of modern dance that you're going to want to connect. And they will be traditional modern dance, which is really how modern dance started at the beginning of the century, and postmodern dance, which is pretty much mid-century mark, between 1950 and 1970. Although the 40s it did start, and into today it continues. The other two styles of modern dance are really dance theater, which is different than musical theater, because we're not really talking about scripting a love story from start to finish, but has different elements of drama, script, readings, passages, poetry, sets, costumes, and props, supplemental to what you would have in just traditional modern dance. And the final one is modern dance today, which really the mantra is anything goes. So they will be lesser connected in this chapter. Again, the comparisons and contrasting between the two primary styles of dance we're looking for in this chapter are traditional modern dance and postmodern dance. If you look at page 76 through 79, you're going to really find the traditional modern dance elements, where it starts with the early pioneers, the first school of modern dance, the first modern dance festival, and how it develops from that point into the middle of the century and postmodern dance. The bottom of page 81 talks about really the point of view, the attitude of modern dance, and the creed of it being demolished and recreated. So that's very important to read that italics and passage on the bottom of 81 into 82. 82 then continues into postmodern dance, some of the primary figures and their identifiable traits. And we're talking about three primary characters at that point and their identifiable traits. And that goes through 86, where we talk about postmodern dance, but then there's another movement, new postmodern dance. What's important about the new postmodern dance are not only going to be some of the individuals involved there, but the fact that really in that time period, the 1960s and 70s, what was going on in our society and the movements that align to that. Judson Church, contact improvisation that they did in that location, collaboration with other types of artists. Of course, we'll be talking about Yvonne Rainer and her No to Spectacle, which is a very important passage and information you'll need to really glean into for the quiz and final exam. And also what Alvin Ailey was doing, which was very separate and different from the postmodern dancers, even though he was in that same timeline. So make sure you understand his work, as that will be important for our video critique assignment that'll be coming up in this semester as well. Page 87 talks about dance theater. There are two really movements of dance theater, American and German. Just like there were early German pioneers in modern dance, dance theater continues with two different lineages. So really take a look at Pina Bausch in particularly and what she was doing. And then the information finishes in this chapter with modern dance today, some of the recent artists that are important and why they're important, and really some of the movements in modern dance today, which are the fusion of dance techniques. The fact that we're seeing aerial and vertical dance. The fact that we're seeing professional modern dancers move into the college and university environments. So these are all movements and trends which are important as well. There's two tables, 6.1 and 6.2 on page 91 through 93. And just like the last chapter, ballet, table 6.1 will be similarities and differences, this time, of course, between traditional modern dance and postmodern dance. And table 6.2, an outline of dance events. And the five that I really kind of hone in on this chapter are certainly our pioneer, mother of modern dance, Isadora Duncan, followed by the first school of modern dance, Dennis Shawn, with Ruth St. Denis and Ted Shawn. Martha Graham as an independent artist, and she was so notable with what she did towards validating modern dance in the century. Alvin Ailey with Revelations, and finishing up with Bill T. Jones, a current modern dance artist. Your discussion questions for this chapter, page 94, make sure you take care of those for your assignment number 6, which is due alongside quiz 3. And then the major figures, starting on page 96, quite a few of them going through page 106, 10 pages, but worth taking a look at and reinforcing some of those that we've already talked about in the chapter earlier.